It's time for more book reviews, book reviews, book reviews. Woo! Book number 13 is The Irresistible Revolution. This book is basically about what it means to really be a Christian and what it means to really follow Christ. I read this book because I had just kind of heard about it in the social justice-y service kind of circles. I kind of had this picture of it in my head as this kind of book that will change your life, which is always kind of dangerous because then you have really high expectations for the book. I think I gave this book 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads, probably because I had such high expectations for it. I'm not even sure what I had expected to change about my life after reading this book. Nothing really did. But I really appreciated an honest look at how difficult it really is to be a follower of Christ, because if you look at what Jesus did in the Bible, like, there are very few people who are actually following what he did in the way that he embraced the outcasts and in the way that he truly gave up everything to serve the poor. So often I kind of feel like the church is the one that creates the outcasts instead of inviting them in to be a part of our community. And this book definitely pointed out that hypocrisy. I don't think I would recommend this book to someone who wasn't Christian because it's kind of a challenge to Christians about what it really means to live your life, saying that you are that identity. Shane Claiborne, the author of this book, is definitely one of those people who can really form a quote. He can put words together and say what he's saying really beautifully, and I really appreciated that. I always do. Book 14 is Outcasts United by Warren St. John. This is a book I technically did start reading for school, but I didn't finish it during the school year, and I liked it enough that I wanted to actually finish it once it was summer. It's another one of those books that's based on all real-life events, but is told in the form of a novel. Basically, it's about a football team, of refugee kids in America, and how that football team kind of brings them together, but then it also just addresses how hard it is to bring them together, and how difficult it is to deal with the conflicting cultures of wherever they're from, and America, and how much you're supposed to give up and how much you're supposed to adapt to America, and just about the entire refugee community in the US that is often overlooked or stereotyped or discriminated against, is what I was going to say. Sorry if you're distracted, my hair and clothes changed because it is now the next day. The last thing I really want to say about this book is that it's really good at giving the reader a mix of historical facts and then exploring those facts through the characters and the story. You get a pretty full background of almost all the characters, where they came from and how they got to the US. It really makes it interesting. It makes you think about the book while reading instead of just going through it absent-mindedly. Next video will contain a bunch of Maureen books, so look forward to that.